Hello and welcome back to Collect Creations. This is the first of probably multiple clips that I'll put in because I'm expecting more from Amazon and one from Outrun DVD, which I'm very excited for. So let's dive in. Now, first off, the big expensive one I imagine is expensive. I don't actually remember. I got Opera, the 4K from Severin, because I love it. It's one of my favorite Argentos, and I really liked this design, the slipcover. Everything about it screamed, this is the best one I get. I already had the Scorpion releasing version, and clearly this was a better version in terms of several audio options, different picture options, a fuck ton of special features. Obviously the booklet as well, which is beautiful, showing all kinds of graphic stuff, stuff I probably shouldn't show too much on the YouTubes, and obviously essays as well. And it does detail all of the special features, which is really, really good. Now, of course, yes, you probably already know, and if you don't already, there has been controversies with the transfer, with the 4K transfer. As much of a controversy that Severin have actually announced that they're doing replacement discs and sending one out to everybody. Luckily, I ordered directly from them, so that'll be great. This is, of course, the, no alternate sleeve version of the 4K, which is great because I still love this artwork. It is the exact same as the Scorpion releasing one. The Blu-rays are region A, the 4K is all region with Dolby Vision, which is apparently the one that has the issue, and I agree. I compared it to my Blu-ray that I originally had, the Scorpion releasing, and despite the fact that this is a much cleaner transfer with no very, very minimal amount of scratches and dirt in contrast to the Scorpion releasing version. The color timing is different. The color timing is pretty similar between the Blu-ray of this and the Scorpion releasing one. There was enough of a similarity between the two, which is great. But yeah, you put on the UHD disc with the Dolby Vision and you realize, yeah, this all feels muted. Like, it doesn't feel awful when you watch it. I mean, there's probably sequences that don't look great, but within the first 10 minutes, you could tell the obvious stuff. The opening scene showing the actual opera theater they're in, the chairs aren't red on the 4K disc. They're like a maroonish brown. They're a very, very, very dark red, and you watch the Blu-ray, you watch the Scorpion release, and you realize, my god, that has punchier color. So I'm disappointed by that, of course. I'll wait until they release the full version, but of course this does still have several audio options, including the 5.1 for English, the, I think, stereo for English, the cans audio for English, and the Italian audio. I've only ever seen it in English, and it sounds fine in English. The subtitles were a bit rushed in the Italian, and it comes with a CD as well, which is great. So yeah, and of course the Scorpion releasing is the director's cut. This has director's and US cut, which I've only seen the director's cut. So yeah, I mean, there's obviously a lot of special features. There's still a hell of a lot of stuff that I can dive into here, which I'm very excited to look into. 12 hours of special features and the soundtrack. So again, I'm not overtly critical against Severin for this mess up. Like, they've admitted to it, they've apologized, and they're going to fix it, which is great. But in the meantime, it's still a really nice release. So, it's an imperfect system, and it always sucks when something like this happens. I know someone, is it Philip Jeffries, who I mentioned in my imprint video as being an Australian, he was Canadian. Someone's home. Because he's in Canada, obviously got it before me, about a week before me, and he said that the transfer looked great and whatever. He didn't know what the person was blabbing on about, but at least me contrasting, I'm like, okay, his version might have been perfect and fine and no issues, but mine definitely had an issue. Either way, so shout out to Philip. He's doing a video essay on Suspiria. Anyway, also got The Boys Next Door, because apparently it has a interview with, or at least an interview moderated by Lynn Gambin. It doesn't actually stipulate which one it is, which is a bit annoying, so that's not great, but I know that it has his works on it. I actually just looked on the website when they had the sale and realized, oh, hey, they had this available. I'd like to get it because, again, something else that Lee worked on. Same disc artwork, no reversible. So, again, Severin has some interesting packages. I do like how it's all regions. They're all consistent with their designs, and all the special features are listed. It's Tuesday that I'm filming. I got these last Friday, but I didn't get to look at them until, yesterday. I was out all weekend. It's great. I also got Journey to the Center of the Earth. This and Boy Next Door were both pretty cheap. They were, 10 to 15 bucks each, so I was pretty happy to get them, especially because this one was like very cheap. I had no reason to buy it whatsoever. I was just like, it looks kind of goofy, it's cheap, why not? I'll take what I can get. I think it is a 1977 picture, which is my favorite year of films, so I'm just kind of collecting a lot more films from that year, which is really, really funny to me. There is alternate artwork. Oh, okay, so we have this artwork, which is still quite nice. You get the monkey, you get all the people running around. I think there's, people getting attacked, monsters and stuff. There is alternate artwork, which is interesting. I guess similar to, like, I think it was the crocodile or great alligator or whatever I got last time. I kind of like this a bit more in a way. The big monkey just kind of rampaging through. The other one looks too much like King Kong, but it does emphasize the island and the turtles and the dragons and stuff, so, or giant serpents. So, yeah, I'll, again, debate that upon which, once I've seen the film, if I'm like, actually, I kind of think that this artwork suits it more, but because I haven't seen it, I'm not going to jump to conclusions, unless there was, like, a really obvious standout option. There is also disc artwork, which is very nice, so, yeah. Always good, some special features, just 3 different interviews, so, and a trailer. Given this is the first thing I've actually ordered from 7, you get a little sticker. Is it going to focus on the sticker? Wow, look, a sticker. It's very reflective because I haven't taken it out of its plastic. Well, I think it just naturally looks that way, doesn't it? It still has tidbits of plastic on the spine, but I did get during, I think it was just on sale on Amazon, so I finally got Synecdoche, New York. I've been wanting to get this Blu-ray for a long time. Obviously, there is the 4K that's in the Columbia Classic set that's, like, really, really expensive. Someone has it on eBay for $100, and I'm like, I've heard the Blu-ray is still really good, despite it being a pretty old Blu-ray. It does have some special features as well. I have seen the film. I believe I saw it on the Criterion channel a couple of years ago. Or maybe it was like Stan or something. It was on some streaming service. Either way, it's a really, really tremendous film. Some nice artwork on the inside too, with the blimp and all that stuff. It's just a further image of that, which is great. And it's all regions, so that's good. Some special features. You get all the good stuff. Keen to watch it again because it's a hell of a picture. Very worth watching, especially if you're I was going to say Kaufman fan? Yeah, Charlie Kaufman fan. Which I guess I am. I guess. Then from Kino, it's a little bit washed out. We have the Chicken Chronicles. The Chicken Chronicles. The fuck is this? It's from 1977. It has an audio commentary with Lee Gambon. It was going out of print, I believe, from Kino, so I bought it on Amazon because, of course, despite Kino actually having a sale, they don't ship outside of the US and Canada. I don't really care for this genre of film. It was one of those, because it's going out of print and because it has Lee's commentary, it's the only special feature is Lee's commentary outside of a trailer. So I figured, look, sure, I'll take it, and I do like some of the casts. I mean, it's an amusing enough thing, and for, again, a 1977 film, it completes that bucket list of mine, or at least it adds more to it, Last but not least, for this clip, we have Dressed to Kill from Kino, which I really, really want to get because they had it for $30. I've been waiting a while for it to drop in price. I only watched it, I think, early this year, if not late last year, courtesy of, it was definitely last year. I watched the Arrow version, which looked amazing. I didn't realize the Arrow version wasn't a 4K restoration. I got myself confused because the Criterion is a 4K restoration, but this is a 4K UHD with, again, audio commentary, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 interviews, a documentary, a featurette, a featurette that does a comparison between the unrated, R-rated, and TV comparison versions, and audio. Archival audio interviews of actors Michael Caine, Angie Dickinson, and Nancy Allen, as well as theatrical trailer TV spots. A lot of it is also on the Arrow version, but this benefits from obviously being a new 4K restoration. You get the whole scan, you get the Dolby Vision. There is alternate artwork, which is interesting. I'm much bigger a fan of the classic, of course. I know that this film, much like Psycho, has its reputation of it being a bit controversy heavy. I'm well aware of the controversies in terms of like the subject matter. I won't say anything about it just in case you don't know anything about it. to do with like the twist or whatever. Despite that, I absolutely adore the film. So despite the controversies, but again, it's much like Psycho. Despite the controversies, I still really like the film. So either way, beautiful. Cannot wait to see this in 4K because Nancy Allen in this film, holy shit. Yeah, I can see why De Palma married her for the 5 minutes that he was married to her for. Anyway, what else did we get? Another from Amazon. This is going to be dividing between clips of what I'm about to get in. But anyway, The Quick and the Dead. It's a Sam Raimi film. They've got a 4K of it. I've only seen like one scene from it before, and I was like, oh, Sam Raimi did a Western? What the hell? So, yeah, I figured I'd pick it up. So, you know, got it from the Amazonians, whatever the crap. Digital code if anyone wants it, because again, I'm not a digital code person, so you're free to take it. Yeah. I hope to watch it soon. I still have a bunch of Sam Raimi's yet to watch, but, you know, pretty easy. I'm not huge on the artwork, very character-heavy, whatever, but, you know, not bad. Be interesting to see, especially with the Dolby Atmos and everything. It's all regions, which is nice, so pretty good. What's in this one? Ooh. Alice in Wonderland. So yeah, got the Kino Lorber release. Unfortunately, it has lots of plastic on the spine. I really hate how they wrap some of these, you know? Yeah, I got this. This is another one of those. I only got it because Lee Gambon did the commentary track. And it actually is a broken case. It won't close. That's not great. Ooh. Oh, there goes the piece. I found it. So, yeah, I mean, like, the disc is fine, though, so that's alright. Not much to write home about. Pretty simple design and everything. Before we jump into the Outrun DVD stuff, got something else from eBay, which is from Sally Ann and Grant Bradford, all gassed up die-cast. Look, they got a little thingy. I just was wandering through the eBays and realised that there was another die-cast Creature from the Black Lagoon, so I figured, I'll buy that. Very well padded. Oh, this looks nice. It's even got some shine to it. So this is Johnny Lightning Creature from the Black Lagoon. It's a 1933 Willys panel van. So it's a little panel van car. It also comes with a cover as well, which is quite nice. And as you can see, you got the creature there. You get, if I can get some lighting on it, more of an iconic image of him on the side there, which is nice. Nothing on the back, but I believe both sides are identical of the title and the creature, of course, and the cover, which is, of course, you know, you can just put it on top, which is nice. A nice little tarp, as it says, bonus Monster Shroud car cover. So yeah, they've got a selection of these, of course, but this was just nice. It was $40, I think, because I had a eBay Plus, so I had a $5 coupon. I'm like, I'll use it on a goddamn toy car for Creature from the Black Lagoon. It's the second toy car I've gotten. I think the other one was a Hot Wheels, but I kind of like this one more. This has got a nicer design. I like these old style cars as well, so yeah, I don't know. It's cute. I don't think I'll remove it from its plastic, but it's a nice little display piece, you know? Alright, now for the really, really interesting one. Outrun DVD, of course, coming through with the goods. I wonder how much is actually in this, because I did an order last week and I did an order this week, and so I don't expect it to be everything. It isn't everything. That makes more sense. Alright, so it isn't the Mexico trilogy. I'd ordered the Mexico trilogy from them because they had it for a really good price. However, I did get The Shape of Night from Radiance, which is the limited to 3,000 unit one. The 4K pack for the Titan set, which I ordered secondary with the Japanese film. And Bruiser, I believe it's the 4K UHD. It is the 4K UHD. I'd been wanting to get... I'll open this one first. I've been wanting to get this for a while. Basically, I want to fill up every essence of my Romero collection, because a lot of people who buy, or at least watch Romero films, don't watch his non-zombie films, and I think that's a huge dismissal of some excellent films he has. Like, his zombie films are iconic. They're so influential. It's like, you know, it's its own subgenre of the Romero zombie film. In fact, just the zombie film in general is, of course, his film. But I do like a lot of his other films. Is it Day Riders, Night Riders? Like, you've got Night Riders, you've got Creepshow, and Amusement Park, the Monkey Shines as well. They're all really interesting films. So, as it goes, this comes with your little J card. Establishes the numbers, of course, which means that next week's one will be the Mexico trilogy, which I'm really excited for because I've never seen any of them. But yeah, this is Bruiser. So this is 100 minutes long. It's a French-Canadian film, which is interesting. France and Canada. So yeah, you get a whole slew, chock-a-block full of special features. Of course, it is Powerhouse Indicator, so it's obviously going to be really nice of a set. They've got the little digibook, which obviously is the original poster, which is quite nice. Opens up to an alternate poster and disc artwork and the same details on the back, which is always good. I haven't seen this one, so I'm really excited. And of course, the booklet with, I assume that's a character. No, that looks like Romero. He's just without his glasses. I imagine it's Romero. It doesn't actually look, it looks like him. I mean, he does have his glasses in his pocket, but it's just bizarre. It's like, I'm pretty sure that's him. It might not be. It might be a character from the film, which would also make a lot more sense, but you know. So anyway, you get a couple essays. One by Craigie and Mann, Michael Rowe. Three by Michael Rowe, actually. One talking about the critical response, about the transfer. So, you know, regular stuff. I don't really want to spoil it for myself or anyone else, just in case. I don't know. A 2000s thriller by Romero sounds bizarre. I'm surprised I'd never really heard of it, so I don't know, I'm happy to have it. I realize I don't buy enough Radiance releases, so I figured I'd get The Shape of Night, which is a 1960s Japanese film. Apparently it's very in the essence of what would be Wonka Wai's later works, and I've just dived through basically all of his films anyway. This one's done by Noboru Nakamura. So, yeah, I mean, you know, I'm not really that used to getting Radiance releases. I've had a few. I do like them. You know, they all come with, you know, booklets, which that does have a bent page. You, of course, get your disc art, alternate artwork. Oh, that's actually interesting alternate art, if it'll focus a bit. But obviously, you know, the one that's actually on the front is a bit more, I'd say, I feel like it's a bit more, feels like a vibe. Of course, there is the sleeve. I believe it's a sleeve, isn't it? They're all sleeves. It's a sleeve. They're all sleeves. Which is fine. I'll take it out for now. It's one that I'm so up in the air about because when I say I haven't really delved much into Radiance, I just haven't thought about them that much. I know a lot of people see that kind of looks, I like that more without it. But it is just one long image, so I could realistically flip it and kind of have this on the inside. I might flip it, actually. It does look nice enough to flip. You get a book, you know, has some essays. This is from 2023, so yeah. It's a style of Japanese cinema that I think, I mean, I have seen a couple films from this. Acme was screening some at the start of this year, which still don't have any, you know, Blu-ray or DVD releases to my knowledge. I can't remember what they were called, but one of them in particular, one of them was like a kind of like comedy action film, but the other one was more in this vein, where it's a character journey, whatever. It's talking about some really rough topics, but it was really, really good. I've seen so many films this year, I've already forgotten what it's called, but I gotta look for that, or at least hope to some degree that it gets an eventual release, whatever it was called. So yeah, I think I might use this artwork instead, because this is nice, again, vibey and whatever, but it looks too modern. So I kind of dislike the modern look of it, but I think it probably works with the visual aesthetic and everything, because I've read up on the film, and it did stipulate that it had quite a unique visual aesthetic. That looks more interesting, I think. And anyway, you still get some of those images on the back, as well as all the details, except for the barcode. So, yeah, I don't know, you get HD transfer, mono, PCM audio, an interview with the son of the director, a visual essay, an Easter egg, which is 5 minutes long, new and improved English subtitle translation, reversible sleeve, feature an original and newly commissioned artwork by Time Tomorrow, and limited edition comes with the booklet. So, yeah. I like how the limited editions are just like standard Criterion releases. I love the cases. They're beautiful. And last but not least, the Monolith, that was $67 in the end. Debatably bad, debatably good. The one benefit I'd say with Outrun DVDs is that a lot of their releases can be exceptionally cheaper. Or, like, if I was to buy this from Arrow itself, it would have been around the same price. I'm like, well, if they're already getting it in, I might as well just order it from them. So I ordered basically the data that came in, that they were like, oh, hey, it's in. They post on their socials that it's in. I'm like, I might as well get it. Because I do like the original Clash of the Titans, and I like the original 80s one, but I do like this one. I haven't seen it since I was a kid, so I might, disapprove of it in the end. But I haven't seen Wrath of the Titans, so I'm very interested to see that as well. I can't say I'm a huge fan of the artwork, but at the same time, it gives you a good perspective, the myth of Perseus against all these creatures. I kind of dig it. And the sleeve peels off to reveal, of course, because I'd say behind this it's kind of more shadowy and vague because there's all the text, so you can't really see the monsters. But on the back, it actually shows the Kraken and Medusa. So that's... Stop focusing on me. It has a little box. I can always tell when it's focusing on me. But yeah, so I actually kind of dig it. Again, it has him on Pegasus here. It has him not on Pegasus there, but with the trident. So yeah, and then you get two standard cases. I think there's probably a poster in here. Maybe it's in one of the thingies. But again, same artwork on the booklet, which again talks about the film. Has stills, all the regular jam. Look, it's him. He's angry or something. Yeah, and it has... Oh, that's nice. So it has one image for Clash and one image for Wrath. And I imagine... Oh, no, just go straight into... Oh, here we go. So there's a essay by Josh Nelson about Clash of the Titans, Money, Myths, and Mortals, and It's All Greek by Guy Adams. So... yeah, I believe these are probably upscales. Let's go to page 58 and find out. 54, 57, 58. Alright, remastered and whatever, and the original aspect ratio of 5.1 audio. On the 4K UHD release of the films are presented in 4K resolution with HDR10 and Dolby Vision. On the Blu-ray, they are presented in standard dynamic range. I'm curious to see if these actually come with Blu-rays. I kind of hope that they do, but I don't know. 2K digital intermediate feature master data was supplied by Warner Brothers. So it is a 2K upscale, but at the same time, I kind of expect that. Of course, have the new artwork here, which I think is definitely more unique to this package itself. It is a single disc release. With, my God, there's so much stuff in here. Okay, this one's got art cards. Does it have alternate artwork? It has alternate artwork, yay! I do like the new artwork. The new artwork is also on the discs. It comes with a poster. You got images, so that's the one with him and Medusa. Get him flying, getting attacked by the Kraken. Not a bad selection of art cards. This is just him on Pegasus, yeah. And on the back, of course, is all that new artwork, which is also on the disc, which is also replicated for this small A4 poster. And this is, of course, the original poster, which is the reversible artwork on the Blu-ray case. So, a good selection of little bonuses. You've already got your book, you've got a small poster, you've got art cards, you got the newly commissioned, the original artwork, which I'm going to showcase the original artwork. Of course, it being a 4K in a black case, it kind of detracts from being able to showcase both. But at the same time, with all the art cards and everything, it does still have the 12 rated sticker, which would have been nice if it didn't, to some degree, Probably my only real criticism. But again, you got the new artwork here, you got all the special features and everything listed on the back. It seems to be the exact same kind of thing. Unfortunately, the Wrath of the Titans artwork is kind of bland. I'm not huge on it, but for consistency's sake, I will have them both next to each other with the original artwork. I do like the new artwork. I've got nothing against it. But again, the new artwork is so heavily displayed on the inside of each case as well, with, you know, reversible little sleeves. There's him with the two-headed dog, him against probably Hades or something, I don't fucking know. And then obviously the main theatrical poster artwork, or teaser poster? It's probably a teaser poster, I don't know. They might be the theatrical posters, but yeah, so same ordeal. Still nice, you know. I'm curious what I think about this, because, you know, with most films that are criticized at the time of their release, there is always the audience that will be like, actually, they're pretty good, or retrospectively, they're not too bad. And given I don't own these films at all, like, I didn't previously to this, I didn't have a DVD, I never saw Wrath of the Titans, because, I don't know why I never saw it. But, you know, for the most part, nice set, you know, it comes with the booklet, it's a good selection of artwork. I like the reds and everything. I do like the artwork. I do think it is quite nice, actually. Like, again, it's very grab random things, put on the cover, but at the same time, that is what Arrow does best. You know, it's their classic approach of just grabbing random famous scenes and putting together, and that's fine. And given how these films are literally an amalgamation of mythological creatures, I can't be too dismissive of their take here. So I know a lot of people were critical initially, but then upon seeing it in the flesh, it's like, actually, it's not too bad. So, yeah. I just wanted to jump in with my phone mic because I am rude. I actually just finished watching the box set before I edited this, and I am a bit more critical of the artwork to a degree, mostly because the front of the artwork is clearly from Wrath of the Titans, Wrath, whereas the back artwork is from the first film, which is weird to me because you'd think that you'd have Clash be at the front of the artwork with Medusa and with the Kraken and everything, and also the front artwork from Wrath of the Titans doesn't actually showcase Kronos, who's the villain. That was the guy that I said was Hades, but no, it's Kronos. I should know that. I grew up playing Age of Mythology. But yeah, so I'm a bit more about that. Like, why did they do that? It also, like, really showcases, like, here are all the monsters that you will see, so there's no real surprise when you see them in the movies. But I thought the movies were fun, you know, good 3-star-ish, you know, schlocky CGI monster fests. They're basically both 90 to 95 minute long films, despite the runtime of the first one being like 106 minutes. It's just because there's 11 minutes of credits. But visual-wise, I really liked them. I thought they looked really good. Surprisingly, I thought the CGI might have been a bit concerning because of the age, but I think it looked quite nice. The second one, I think I might have enjoyed a bit more, but it might just be because it was newer to me. I've never seen it before. Whereas the first one, I saw it when it came out, and I hadn't seen it since, and I was like, yeah, I prefer the 81 version, but I do like some of the updated effects. Medusa's too sexy, but I don't mind certain elements. But yeah, I think I like Wrath of the Titans more. It had a grittier feel, the action looked better, because the action in the first one's a bit too choppy. But it looks good, it sounded great. I know it's only a 5.1, but it still sounds like a really good modern 5.1 mix, so I was surprisingly happy with it. It looked good. The Dolby Vision grading looked great. So, yeah, good set. Hopefully this audio isn't shit. Sorry about that in advance. Interesting. Anyway, that's all for this week. I will see you guys next time when I probably get some Dead and DVD stuff in. What's left from Outrun and probably Amazon and eventually Cinemaniacs. So, yeah. See you next time. Adios.